girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar. We have Joshua Bassett back here on Gordon Guitar with this new song called Doppelgänger. So a cool song from him, like usually, and this one is strictly based on the picking patterns, except from some parts we will have just downstrokes, but otherwise picking is what is going on here. So let's start right away. We need to set our capo on the 3rd fret to match up the sound and have good and easy chords for this one. So capo on 3rd, let's start with the chords. We will go over them like they are first. So that is a G chord, 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. The next chord is B minor. So you need to bar the 2nd fret here from A string and down, 5 strings that means, and the rest will be 4th on D, 4th on G, and 3rd on B. Next chord is good old C, so that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. Then we have this D chord, but with an F sharp in the bass. Alright, so that is 2nd on E, and then muted or open A. And when you mute that one, you just lean this finger, this index finger you use for the 2nd on E, you mute it, put it on top of the A string. You get that sound. And that is great for this chord. The next is open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and open E. You could also have a 2nd E there if you wish. It's the same chord still. Alright, so that's the D with F sharp in bass. And the final chord will be E minor. So that is open E, 2nd A, 2nd D, open G, open B, and open E. Alright, so we have the intro first. That means only one down for each chord, and the chord progression will be G, B minor, and C. That is the chord progression, G, B minor, and C. And you will play that for 4 rounds, almost. Because you have 2 rounds of that first, and then the first chord, instead of playing the G on the 3rd round, you play the E minor, B minor, C, and then on the 4th round back to G, B minor, and C. So G, B minor, C, G, B minor, C, then E minor, B minor, C, and G, B minor, C. That's the intro. Alright, now starts the picking, and that is in the 1st verse. In the lyrics, I spent a lot of nights memorizing lines. Alright, so for this one, we will go over the chords G, then the D with F sharp in the bass, then E minor, then C, and back to D. Alright, so how do we play this picking patterns? Let's start with G. Sounds like this. That was a bit slower, just for you to really hear what we were playing. So that is the tempo there. All right. So what you do there, the only thing you need to actually hold here with the left hand is the 3rd on E string in the bass. So you have 3rd on E, then open D, then back to 3rd on E, then open G, then open D, 3rd on E, and you end with open G. And this is kind of the pattern for all these chords now. They're pretty similar. So to repeat this one, 3rd on E, open D, 3rd E, open G, open D, 3rd E, and open G. You make a short break there after this open G, the first open G. So here, a short break, and then this one comes the next 3 notes. So that is kind of the rhythm here for this pickings. All right, so the next chord will be the D with F sharp and bass. You play exactly the same way. The only thing here, you're gonna change the bass note here from 3rd on E string to 2nd. So now it's the 2nd fret E string. So that means, all right, everything is the same. So 2nd on E, open D, 2nd E, open G, open D, 2nd E, and open G. All right. Then we have the next chord, which is the E minor. Here you can choose to hold the E minor as it is. I think you do it just by default. That is how I used to play the E minor always, even if I don't have to use the 2nd fret A string in this case, but I use it anyway. So it's up to you, but the only thing you really need for this one is the 2nd fret D string. All right, so that is so that is how it sounds. It's open E, 2nd D, open E, open G, 2nd D, open E, and 2nd G. So you see there's pattern here, pretty similar to all the other chords. So open E, 2nd D, open E, open G, 2nd D, open E, and open G. Yeah, then we have this C chord here. This one is a shorter version of a C we will use later on because they split on kind of one full part together, the C and D, the last 2 chords here. So this C part will sound like this. All right, only. And I'm gonna show you later how the full C is. It's pretty similar to all the other chords we just mentioned here, but this is where we are now. So I'm gonna show you this short version first. So that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, 3rd on A again, and open G. So 3rd A, 2nd D, 3rd A, open G. So you need to hold that grip. And when you have played that one, you're finished with the C and you need to play the D. So what you do there, you just keep the grip here and slide up 2 frets. So you land up here on the 5th fret A and 4th fret D. And you play the same pattern there. So 5th on A, 4th D, 5th A, and open G. And that is the beginning of the D, which I'm gonna show you full length later. So the last 2 was C, D, sound like this. And that is the chord progression here for the verse, the first verse. So what we learned here is the G, the D, F sharp, the E minor, C, D. Okay, slowly, one round sounds like this. All right, so you play that for 2 rounds, this melody, and that is the first verse. That takes us to the first pre-chorus, and you will start with G again, same patterns here for G. Then the D, F sharp, we know that by now, and E minor, so still in the same way as the verse. And then comes the B minor. So B minor we haven't looked at yet. That pattern sounds like this. Alright, so what you need here is only the 2nd fret A string, and that is where you start. So 2nd A, open D, 2nd A, open G, open D, 2nd A, and open G. So 2nd A, open D, 2nd A, open G, open D, 2nd A, and open G. right. So that was the B minor. And now comes the C, the full length of it. So we already looked at the first 4 notes. These 4 notes. So that was the 3rd A, 2nd D, 3rd A, open G. And you're gonna continue with 2nd D, 3rd A, and open G. For this C, you're gonna play 2 times, so 2 rounds. All right, and then you slide up to the D, and here you're gonna play the full length of D as well. So that is, we have the first 4 notes already. So that part, 5th A, 4th D, 5th A, open G. You're gonna continue with 4th D, 5th A, and open G. So the full length of D was the same pattern as C. So you're just gonna end with 1 down on the 5th A, and then a short pause before the chorus. So to repeat this pre-chorus part, you had 1 G, 1 D F, and then 1 E minor, and then 1 B minor, and then 2 C's, and 1 D, plus 1 down on the 5th A. So that is the pre-chorus. All right. Then we have the chorus here. In the lyrics, I guess I'm not as over you as I thought that I was. Right. So here, nothing new actually, just a chord progression. We have 1 G, then 1 B minor. Sorry, there. And then 2 C's. And then comes again 1 G and 2 C's. So G, B minor, C, G, B minor, C, and then comes the E minor, the B minor, and 2 C's, and then back to G, 1, B minor, 1, and C2. So that was the chorus. So yeah. All right, so that was the chorus, and that takes us to the post-chorus parts in the lyrics, and I thought I was ooh. All right, so this one is a bit special because it goes pretty fast. We have the chords again, the G, the D, F sharp chord, the E minor, the B minor, and C. We're gonna play that for 2 rounds, but for the first 4 chords here, the G, the D, F chord, the E minor, and B minor, we're just gonna play the first 4 notes for all these picking patterns here. So for the G, it's this part, and for the D, F chord, it's, and for E minor, and for the B minor. All right, so that goes pretty fast. So something like that, and then comes 2 rounds of the full C, and then you're gonna repeat this again. So, and then you're gonna play 1 full round of C and a pause. Right, and that pause takes you to the second verse. So just repeat this post-chorus part. First 4 notes for the following chords: G, the D, F, the E minor, and B minor, and then 2 full rounds of C, and then you're gonna play over again. First 4 notes of G, D, F, E minor, B minor, and then 1 full of C plus a pause. This pause takes us to the second verse, and this second verse is played in the same way as the first one, so nothing new there. The same goes with the second pre-chorus, played in the same way, and even the second chorus, nothing changes there from this second round, you can say, for verse, pre-chorus, and chorus. And you even have this second post-chorus played in the same way, so nothing is new there. Now, after this second post-chorus comes a bridge part. In the lyrics, the truth is no one's like you. Okay, so here we have the E minor. Gonna pick that for 2 rounds. Then B minor for 2 rounds. Then C for 2 rounds. And then the D for 1 round plus an extra on the 5th A. That extra 5th A. So 1 round of D plus extra A. So to summarize the bridge part there, E minor 2, B minor 2, C2, and D1 plus an extra bass. And that takes us to the final parts here, the third chorus. You will play 1 down for each chord from the first 2 rounds. That means 1 down for G, then B minor and C. You play that for 2 rounds. Only 1 down like this. And then from the E minor, the chords are the same. From the E minor, you're gonna pick the next 2 rounds. So E minor, B minor, C, G, B minor, C. So nothing changes actually there. Only thing is only 1 down for the first 2 rounds there. And then we have this outro part. No, I guess I'm not as over as I thought. So the first G, B minor, C, you're gonna play the pickings, okay? And for the last G, B minor, C, you're gonna play just 1 down for each chord. And that is how Doppelgänger from Joshua Bassett ends. So many notes in this song, and that is the challenge. But I think as soon as you get the patterns, it will be pretty kind of basic, because it will go pretty much by itself. And it doesn't matter if you miss a note or 2 anywhere. It makes a great effect if you just manage to make the switches there between the chords. That is the most important thing here, the timing here for these chords. Otherwise, good luck with this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please show me some love for all the work I'm doing here. So thank you for watching. Thumb up this if you like it, and play tuned.